Hey Fragrance family, I'm David, I'm a fragrance bro. Welcome to another episode of the Untitled series by Chandler Burr. This one is on episode 4 in season 2. Now before we go on to episode 4, I want to go and talk about episode 3 real quick. Obviously did last month's, and I'll have a link down below if you want to check that out if you haven't seen it already. And Lucky Scent did a reveal of it, and it ended up being a new fragrance by Drakkar called Drakkar Essence. And that actually really surprises me because I was actually led to believe from what Chandler Burr was talking about in his description of it that it was the progenitor of a series of like a genre. And so I thought it was going to be a much older fragrance. I must have misunderstood him because he was obviously talking about Drakkar Noir or a previous Drakkar. I was expecting episode 03 to be older, and if you look back in the video, I was talking about how it had a generic smell to it, and if it was an older fragrance, you can kind of forgive it because it is the first of its kind, but it actually isn't. It's a new fragrance, so it just smells generic. So I can't really say much about that fragrance. I didn't really care for it now in hindsight. And it can also show you how even with the blindfold of the Untitled series, without the marketing, without the bottle and box, even with a suggestion or a misconception of a suggestion, it can totally change how you perceive a fragrance. And I completely perceive the fragrance in a different way. It's a very generic modern fragrance, and I thought it was an older fragrance. So, oh well. Anyway, on to episode 4. Now this one was launched August 1st, and I just got this just a few days ago from Lucky Scent. They sent this to me, and the reveal is going to be on September 1st, so just a few more days, about a week away according to when I'm reviewing this anyway. Now I have a link down below to Lucky Scent to where you can actually see what Chandler Burr wrote about the fragrance, and there's still some available as of this recording date, so if you want to get some, you can try it before the month is up. Now Chandler Burr talks about how this has a pretty feel, a sexy feel, a youthful feel, and how this is, it seems like this is marketed to women from what he's writing anyway, and I can totally see that. It does smell very womanly, and I do get exactly what he's saying. Before I even actually read his description of what he said about the fragrance, when I smelled it, I go, oh, that's pretty. So I totally get what he's saying. It actually is very pretty, and he talks. What's interesting is he talks about youthfulness and how pretty is in a lot of ways synonymous with youthfulness, and I can see that here. This does have a very youthful feel to it, and with fragrances, it's funny how fragrances, even without, even though they don't have any gender, they don't have any season, they don't have any age or time, they associate these labels from our perceptions. And so from whenever I smell this, I thought, oh, this smells pretty, it smells young, it almost smells cute. But I can see what he's saying because it does smell beautiful, it does kind of have a sexy feel to it. It is really nice. I actually love this scent. I'm going to be surprised because he's probably going to say it's like Britney Spears or something like that. I'm positive it's going to be like a very mainstream fragrance. I'm convinced of it. I don't think it's going to be like a very classic fragrance. So we'll see about that. It starts off sweet and citrusy, and then it dries into almost a vanilla-like fragrance in some ways. So I think there might be a little bit of vanilla or something. I almost smell like cotton candy or something in there. There's some kind of sweet note in there, and I don't know why this is, but a lot of times whenever you want a fragrance to smell really young, a lot of times they'll just pump it full of sweetness, and it works. It comes off young. I think also what Chandler Burr talks about this fragrance being young and pretty, this reminds me of like The Girl Next Door. If you have like that classic beauty that men desire and women want to be, I think that this really kind of evokes that. This fragrance doesn't slap you in the face with sexiness like a lot of sexy fragrances do. It just comes by you and says, yeah, look at this. It has a subtlety about it that I think is what constitutes actual sexiness. It's just pretty. It's really nice. But this is a fragrance that I haven't smelled before, and I really like it. I don't really have any guesses as to what it is besides, you know, what I said on a whim. So that's all I have. Again, I'll have a link down below to Lucky Scent where you can check it out. I believe it's $20 for a 30 ml, which is a great value for getting it if you want to try it out. Let me know if you tried season 2 episode 4 down in the comments down below. Do you like it, love it, hate it? Let me know. Tell me what you think it is if you tried it. I'd love to hear your thoughts because I have no idea. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below. I'll love you for it. I'll see you next time. I'm David with the Fragrance Bros. See you later. Bye.